Hello traders. So today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't have trading as your main income, or pretty much why you shouldn't become a full-time Forex trader. I do think that being a trader is a good way of actually making money, but a lot of people try and make it their main income source, or they try and become a full-time trader when it isn't actually viable for them to do so. A lot of people actually do it for financial benefit, and obviously this is what we are all doing trading for, but some people just aren't in the situation financially to actually do it full time. So today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't be a full-time Forex trader. And obviously if any of these things actually apply to you, then maybe you can consider not making it your main income and maybe have it as a side income, or split it with other businesses or incomes which you actually have. And maybe none of these things apply to you, so it's all good for you to become a full-time trader. You know, this is my opinion. I am a full-time Forex trader, and this is what I think about the whole situation. The first point, and probably what you guys are expecting, is the lack of consistency with your trading results. If you are a Forex trader and you are profitable, you will know from what I'm about to say that this is completely true, and every month is not the same. It's not like a normal job. Let's say you've got a high paying job, you're making 200k a year, for example, you're guaranteed a certain amount every single month. So you make 16,666 or something like that every single month. Obviously that's pre-tax, but it's consistent. You know exactly how much you're going to make, you know exactly how much you have left after all your set expenses, and obviously you have unexpected expenses, and this is the same with anything. But with trading, if it is your only source of income, you have no clue how much you're going to make next month, let alone 3 months time or 6 months time. You just have no clue. Anything could happen with the markets, which could alter the way you actually trade, or maybe change the results which you're actually seeing a year from now. So it's very hard to rely on one source of income if it's very, very uncertain. If you are a profitable trader, you obviously need to focus on trading over the whole year. So you want to be profitable at the end of the year, the end of 6 months, the end of 3 months, for example, instead of just focusing on how much profit can I make this month? Can I make enough profit to pay my expenses? That's a situation which you actually be in if trading is your main source of income and you're not prepared for it. If you are trading for 12 months of the year, and to be a profitable trader, you obviously have to pretty much make profit overall. So you could have 3 losing months or 6 losing months and 6 profitable months, and based on risk to reward, your profitable months should basically swallow up any negative months which you actually have. So it shouldn't really matter if you have a couple of losing months, but if you're using every bit of profit which you make to pay your bills, this can be very, very tricky. So there are obviously ways to set this up. Let's say you have an additional source of income. The best thing would actually be to have another source of income which covers your expenses, or to have an investment which consistently covers the expenses which you have set every single month. Let's say your housing or your rent, your food bills, your electric, water, everything like this is all covered from that one source of income, which means your trading is either extra profit, and it kind of reduces all the stress which you actually have on it, and it just clears up all the confusion and all the panic which is actually going to happen in your trading if you're trying to make it your main source of income. Because let's say I traded this month and I made enough profit, it's very, very lovely, and I can go to bed without having to stress about making profit. Whereas next month, after I've paid all my bills for the previous month, this is if you don't have an emergency fund, of course, then next month you have to do the same again. You have to try and make enough profit, find the trades to actually make enough to cover your expenses. And moving on to the next point, and this is limited diversification. So if you are a Forex trader, obviously your main income and your only income is going to be from the financial market. And let's say we have events like what happened with the pandemic. The markets were crazy. People were blowing accounts left, right, and center. The volatility was through the roof. And obviously I was trading during this time and it was mental. Even if you have situations like what happened in Russia and Ukraine, this once again made the markets go crazy. I remember in a single day, gold moved north of 1,000 pips, and if you catch these moves, then you have to pay rent for the next year. You're sorted. But obviously you can be on the losing side of these trades as well, and the losing side of these events which happen outside of the markets, which obviously heavily affect them. And if you only have your money in one place, so obviously being in the financial markets, then you are very limited. Whereas let's say you invest in index funds, you invest in stocks, you invest in bonds, your income is split up, and if one makes money, it's good because maybe it'll cover the losses on another investment, and overall you kind of want to make the profit total of all the investments combined. The best thing to do is actually invest into areas outside of Forex. So what I do is I actually use my Forex profits to invest into external businesses, index funds, and basically anything I can that I think will make money in the future. And obviously these investments now, especially with like watches, index funds, stocks, if they're bringing consistent income, I know that if I need to make money or I need quick money, I could sell a watch. I could liquidate some of my positions, close some stock positions. It's fine because all your money is not stuck in a Forex broker. So if you don't make money from Forex, if I personally don't make money from Forex, it's fine. Because let's say, for example, in my situation, YouTube pays enough money for all my expenses. So it's fine. If I make money from trading, if I don't make money from trading, it's irrelevant because it's not my main sole income to pay all my expenses. And this actually leads us on to the third point as well, talking about that previously a little bit. And this is high volatility. Forex is probably one of the most volatile markets in the world. Obviously, there's billions and billions, trillions of dollars traded in the financial markets. So if you actually want to make money in these markets, you have to be very, very careful. You have to manage your risk correctly. And if it is your main income, you can't make any mistakes. Volatility, there's going to be good things about this, bad things about this. Obviously, the best thing about having a volatile market, which you're actually trading, it means you can catch a lot of trades. Whereas let's say you're a swing trader, a position trader, it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually trade full time because you don't find positions every day. You don't find positions every week. You could wait 4 or 5 weeks for a setup. And if that setup doesn't provide the next few months worth of expenses, then you're going to be, again, needing to find money somewhere, forcing yourself to enter trades. But the best thing about volatility, if you're a day trader, is it just means that there's plenty of setups. You know, I could probably trade every single day if I wanted to. I could find a setup which fits my plan. If I looked at 5 different pairs, 10 different pairs, then I could find a trade pretty much every single day. Because I don't have to do that. I don't do that. And I put all my focus into finding 3 to 5 trades in a month. You know, sometimes it can be fewer than that. Sometimes it can be more depending on how I'm trading or how much time I actually have to put into the charts. But make sure you focus on trading the setups only, not trading to make money. If you're trading to make money, you'll most likely lose money. It sounds stupid, but it's very, very simple, and that's pretty much how it works. If you trade just to make money, you'll most likely never see money from trading. And moving on to the last point, this is people get into trading full time with no safety net. So I talked about it previously, and I spoke about people, if they have a losing month, they can't pay their expenses. Biggest way to combat this is to have 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months even, savings in the bank. So this is external to your investments, because if you have money in the bank 3 to 6 months, obviously you're losing money because of inflation, but it is there for, you know, emergency purposes. That's why it is called an emergency fund or a safety net, so to speak. It basically means that if you have a losing month, or you have 2 months where you haven't made money from trading, or even you've lost money from trading, it means that you have money to pay your bills for 6 months. So you cannot make money for 6 months without going into your trading account, without taking money out from your original balance. It means you can pay your bills, which obviously, if you have this, you have money saved up, you have money spare, it'll take a lot of pressure off your trading results, because you're not trying to force trades every single month to make your 2K, 3K a month of expenses. It means that you can pay your expenses, you know they're paid. That's the best thing which you could actually have. If you know your expenses are paid, and anything you make from trading just contributes towards this, or even it's a bonus on top. This is what you want to feel, and if this is the situation which you're in, you'll probably perform better in the long run. I don't know any traders which have actually started performing worse, knowing that they don't have to make a certain amount of profit every single month. I just feel like it's the best way to relieve all the pressure from forcing setups, forcing trades. I know people will say I keep saying that, but it is true. The more income sources you have, the better. If you focus on getting income sources up, obviously, if you have a big business and you're focusing on a big business, then you should obviously have 100% focus on this business. And if you are learning to trade, then I do think trading should be like 100% focus, because I don't feel like you can become really, really good at something without having 100% focus and being absolutely obsessed with that one thing. If you're looking to trade full time and get to a position where you're financially stable enough to trade full time, then having external income sources outside of the markets can definitely help you. As maybe it's something you should look into before you commit to being a full-time trader. So if any of you guys have gone full-time recently, comment down below some of your experiences. I'm sure it will help out a lot of newer traders or traders considering making the jump to trading full time.